A gathering in southern Israel, not a hike or a picnic or a party, but a protest against humanitarian aid reaching Gaza, even though aid agencies say only a trickle is getting in. The protesters are heading for the Egyptian border, some along a faded art installation called the Peace Path. Julia and Sarah say they know people in Gaza are starving.
If Hamas were to surrender, if they were to give up, if they were to return the hostages, the war would be over and this situation could be, the world could start helping the Gazan civilians, the innocent Gazan civilians. But until then...
The demonstrators have done this before and come prepared.
The gate behind me is the gate between Egypt and Israel. On the other side, there are trucks waiting to come across. They're going to be checked on this side by the Israelis before going back down to another crossing and then into Gaza. The people here demonstrating are trying to stop that from happening.
Their numbers are few and Israeli security forces unfazed, but the gate remained shut.
We think that this is a bad tactic to be sending in food because we know that they are putting their hands on all of it, or almost all of it.
By they, Reuven Frankenberg means Hamas. He calls concern for Palestinians exaggerated.
Of course we know what's happening in Gaza, and it's all Hamas's fault. And in war, it's unfortunate civilians die.
Inside Gaza, 5 people were killed and 22 injured when an Israeli strike hit one of the last UN aid depots. Israel says it killed a Hamas commander. But as fears of famine rise in Gaza, Israel is under increasing international pressure to let more aid in.
Israel still needs to open as many access points as possible and keep them open to make sure that things are flowing in a sustainable way.
After long denying Israel has restricted aid into Gaza, the Israeli military says it will now work to open multiple routes. Margaret Evans, CBC News, on the Israeli-Egyptian border.